The Last Train Window, a Sapphic sleep tale. The train arrives with a low, steady sigh, metal colliding against metal. The doors open into the quiet of the platform, and Eliza steps inside. There are only a few passengers scattered through the carriage, a man asleep with his head tilted against the window, a woman near the far door scrolling through her phone, and across from Eliza, one empty seat, waiting. She sits, the door closes, the train moves again. Rain begins somewhere beyond the glass, not heavy, just enough to soften the city into streaks of color and blurred light. Street lamps stretch into long gold lines as the train glides forward. Eliza rests her satchel at her feet and lets out a slow breath. Another night ride. Another quiet journey through half-lit stations and passing strangers. At the next stop, someone new steps inside. Eliza doesn't look up at first. She hears the door, the shuffle of steps, the subtle shift of weight as someone takes the seat across from her. Only when the train moves again does she lift her eyes. The woman across from her is watching the window too. Rain beads along the glass between them, turning the outside world into watercolor. The woman's reflection flickers faintly in that moving darkness. Soft eyes, calm posture, a face shaped by patience. Their eyes meet, just for a second. Then both look away. The rhythm of the train settles in around them. The gentle sway, the distant hum, the quiet murmur of rain. Stations pass. Time stretches. Eliza notices the woman's hands first. They rest loosely in her lap, fingers relaxed but purposeful. Hands that know how to hold steady when things are fragile. It feels strange how aware she is of someone she has never met. At the next stop, more passengers exit than enter. The carriage empties further. The night deepens. Rain grows steadier now. The reflections in the glass grow clearer. Now Eliza can see herself overlapping the woman's reflection. Two figures layered together by dark and rain and light. The woman glances over again. This time she doesn't look away immediately. "Long night?" she asks quietly. Her voice is calm, gentle, as if she's careful not to disturb the quiet they're both sitting inside. Eliza hesitates, then nods, always is. A faint smile appears across the aisle. "Same," she replies, and they fall quiet again, but the silence is no longer empty. After another few stops, the woman speaks again. "Do you ride this line often?" Eliza nods. "Most nights. I work late at the archives. Night shift too. Hospital." Something passes between them in that shared confession. A recognition of reversed schedules, of lives happening while the rest of the world is asleep. Rain thickens on the windows now. The city is almost entirely washed into shadow and gold. They speak in pieces after that, small fragments. No rush, no pressure. Eliza talks about old photographs that never quite tell the whole truth. Mira talks about quiet hospital corridors and the way machines breathe beside sleeping patients. Their words drift across the aisle gently like notes passed between musicians playing the same slow song. At one stop, the lights flicker briefly, and for just a second, the reflection disappears.
only reality remains. Two women sitting across from each other, seeing each other clearly. When the lights stabilize, the reflection returns, but something has already shifted. Eliza becomes aware of time in a new way. She counts stops now. 1, 2, 3. Each one feels hellier than the last. At the stop before her own, she feels it, something tightening softly in her chest, the knowing that this quiet pocket of connection has edges. Endings always do. As the train slows again, Mira glances toward the door. This is it. Eliza feels the words rise in her throat before she has time to question them. Do you ever wish that nights like this didn't have to end? She begins softly. Mira looks back at her fully now. Yes, I do. All the time.
The doors slide open. Cold air rushes in. Rain whispers against concrete. Passengers step off. And for one suspended moment, neither of them moves. Eliza stands. So does Mira. The platform light spills between them. Rain dampens the edges of the world. Eliza hesitates, then reaches into her satchel and pulls out a small museum card. White, plain, printed with her work contact. She holds it out gently. In case, she says. Mira's fingers brush hers as she takes it. A spark passes. Not lightning, just warmth. And in case, Mira replies, reaching into her jacket pocket and writing quickly on the back, with a pen she seems to keep ready. You ever ride this line without me? She hands it back. There in soft looping ink is a name and a number. The rain grows heavier. People begin to move again. Life resumes. Mira steps toward the opposite platform exit. Eliza turns toward her own. They share one last look through the falling rain. Not a dramatic goodbye, just a quiet one. The kind that promises something instead of ending it. The train pulls away behind them. The night folds in gently, and the window, empty now, keeps the glow of what passed for just a little longer. Some connections don't arrive loudly. They don't rush. They simply drift into place, like reflections meeting at the perfect angle.